This Julian Bass. So this blew up. So this is a TikTok. It's 20 seconds long. I'll play the whole thing. So it says, if y'all can retweet this enough times that Disney calls, that'd be greatly appreciated. It only got 575,000 retweets and 1.4 million likes. Robert Iger, executive chairman at Disney, said the world's going to know your name. Sony, James Gunn, Zach Braff, Matthew Berry. This is the craziest thing ever. The Lonely Island, forwarded to Disney. Like, isn't this insane? But what I wanted to mention about this... Oh, let's watch the whole thing again. We haven't watched it yet. Alright, so let's watch it. Now, apparently this guy is a visual artist. Like a VFX or whatever. So that was the whole thing. But it just goes to show, and this is like, it's something we talk about all the time on stream, right? We talk about all this, or we talk about this all the time. It's just that this goes to show, like, what things are like nowadays. So before, let's just take 10 years ago. So let's say you want to be a visual effect. I mean, it's 70,000 followers now, followed by Patton Oswalt, IGN. But let's say you wanted to be a visual effect artist, or you wanted to be an actor, or whatever. What do you do 10 years ago? If you want to be a visual effect artist, you go to college, you get a degree in graphic design, or you get a degree in filmmaking or whatever, and then you pray to God that you can get some kind of opportunity somewhere, get a start, carrying coffees or something, and hopefully work your way up into the industry. Or maybe just not. Maybe just you go to your local college, you get a degree in filmmaking, you live in Arkansas, and you go back to your hometown, and you get a job as a video editor at the local news station. No one gives a shit, and you're there for your whole life, and that's it. You know, that happens. But nowadays, like this, I'm sure this took a while. You know, let's say this guy took a solid 2 weeks on this one 20-second TikTok, and then posted it, and then tweeted it. Do you think he got more out of this TikTok and this tweet, or 4 years of college, an internship? You know, like, what do you think worked out better? I'll tell you what worked out better, this TikTok. I'll tell you what worked out better, this tweet. Bob Iger, this guy, this kid, could have been the greatest visual effects artist in history. And he could have been emailing who? Who do you email to get your work in front of Bob Iger? Who do you email to get your work in front of James Gunn? Nobody. This guy would have never, ever, 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 ever got his stuff seen by Bob Iger or James Gunn. Ever. And he gets them seen by both on the same day. Like, imagine just having a direct link to Bob Iger and James Gunn and Sony. And you want to be a filmmaker, you want to be a visual artist. And those guys are 22 million views on this TikTok. It's just such a good example of how everything is changing. Or how everything has changed, honestly. You know, I mean, you have to do stuff. If you're a creator, or really not even if you're a creator, if you want to do anything, at all out of the box, the only way that you can possibly do it nowadays is, there's two ways. Know somebody, have a direct link, or do it and get lucky. And this kid did it and got lucky. This tweet, all this could have gone absolutely nowhere. He could have tweeted this, could have just not got picked up. Shit happens. I mean, you see it on Reddit all the time. My first script, that Lucifer script that I showed you, my first one, got read by plenty of people, had 50, 60 comments, whatever. The one I did today, 0. 0 comments. It's just all about if you can get lucky. I mean, this kid, his life may have completely changed. I don't know. He may have been reached out to by James Gunn or Bob Iger. And they might have said, hey, come do this thing for us. And that might be enough. And then he gets his shot. But if he doesn't do this, if he's just a graphic artist, goes to college, gets in a graphic artist program, and goes to his local church and makes pamphlets for a few years as an internship, guess what he's doing? He's working for State Farm in 2 years. And then he's a State Farm insurance agent. He's a State Farm insurance agent who, at home, can create stuff like this. You know? And he's sitting there being able to do this. Like, this guy tweeted this on July 2nd. On July 2nd, he tweeted this out. So he obviously could do this way before July 2nd. You know? And he probably has a ton of stuff in here. I mean, he's probably the students' visual effects. Yeah. Like this guy, I want to go way before July 2nd. But he probably has all kind of stuff that he's done. So this is May 23rd. And you got to ignore the numbers because obviously people have gone back and looked at his stuff now. But, you know, he does this May 22nd. Or May 23rd. And, you know, he's probably feeling pretty good about that. And I bet nothing happened. Well, I know nothing happened. And then July 22nd, you know. Almost a month and a half later from this. If he stops here, imagine if he stops here. You know, he's out here doing a YouTube podcast or something, or whatever this is. Yeah, it's a podcast. Talks about TikTok, video effects, editing. It's got 1 comment, no retweets, 11 likes, May 15th. I mean, look at this. This is April 30th. And this person, this is my friend. And one day he's going to be big, VFX. April 30th. He creates this, which is sweet. It's April 30th. May 15th, 2 weeks later, he's doing a podcast with no retweets. I know how that is. Hour-long podcast. 273 views. I just can't stress enough how different his life is from right here to the July 2nd TikTok. I mean, this is it. This is the future. You are looking at it. You are looking at the future. I mean, this is April 29th. You know. He goes from 48,000 views on April 29th to 23 million views 2 months later. It's pretty wild. It's very interesting, man. I think this is his GoFundMe. This is interesting. Here's a link to his GoFundMe. He's trying to pay his way through school. Very interesting, man. Yeah. Award-winning VFX artist. See, he's in college trying to earn his degree, which is good, obviously. You know, he's already there, whatever. And look at all the people from 3A's ago. You know, James Corden, 2 months ago. It's interesting. What a guy. James Corden is dropping 2K. So I mean, this guy's obviously been at it, you know. So good to see this kind of stuff. I really do love to see this. And I think this is something, I think that's something you're going to see a lot of. Is, you know, this is the way to do it, man. This is the way to do it. It just takes a little bit of creativity, a little bit of luck, and your whole life can change. With one 20-second TikTok or one tweet or one YouTube video or one whatever podcast or one, you know, whatever it may be. But this is it. The days of a visual effects artist wanting to go to school, get a college degree, all that stuff, those days are over, man.